Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, 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 my angels, my loves. I want to say happy birthday to my Virgos. Happy birthday to you. And I want to tap in because I feel like there's a lot of energy with a lot of people. Sorry for opening now, I'm so thirsty. Sorry. There's some of you, maybe even a lot of you more so than needs to be, that still holding on. You're holding on to a relationship that has been over, if not months, years ago. You're holding on to this person's energy. Okay, subconsciously, consciously, whatever you want to admit to, not be in denial about. This person may even be energetically holding on to you. I feel like even though you're in no communication right now, not by your choice, but by divine's choice, the separation may be going through. How there something has happened to cause you to go into separation. You're looking at it like you've been rejected, like you've not wanted, like they've chosen something, someone, some career over you, or they've outgrown you, or you just feel like something was wrong. Maybe something was wrong with you. I don't think that you guys are really realizing that it was divine order that you guys took a separation, because this relationship was unhealthy. It was costing you. You were giving too much of yourself. You were willing to continue to throw good energy, good love after someone who was not appreciative, someone who was taking, someone who was not changing, someone who was not giving back to you. But even though they were making mistakes and they were betraying, they were lying, they were deceiving, they were gaslighting, they were standing you up, they were being disrespectful, they were making you think that you were the problem, possibly speaking down to you, or just playing games, not taking you seriously. You bring up issues they didn't try to resolve, they weren't communicating, telling you, oh, you're sensitive. If you're not sensitive, or you're overthinking it, or making you think that you heard something that wasn't true. They try to turn it back, put it on you, project on you, and maybe even had you in your head overthinking yourself. Like, did I see it the wrong way? Or did I not see what you saw? Did I not feel what you felt? Did you not hear what you heard? Okay? Your intuition was telling you, was showing you. 303 when I say that. I think that a lot of you chose to ignore a lot of red flags that you saw simply because you love this person. And you kept saying they're going to change, they're going to get better. You kept holding out, waiting for them to get better, holding on that hope, that faith. Not that guarantee, because there was never a guarantee that they were going to get better, but there was just you hoping for them to change. 333 when I say that. You hoping for them to grow and be better because you saw potential in them. You saw potential in them because when you met them, they portrayed themselves to you to be a certain type of way. And you resonated with that. You resonated with what they've showed you. You resonate with how you felt when you guys connected. It felt real. It felt like a match. You resonated with that because at the time that you met them, 404, when I say that, you yourself were probably going through something. So you resonated and you were comfortable with the low vibration, the toxicity, the trauma, the hurt, the misfunction that you were dealing with in your life. So it was a trauma bond. So that you resonated with. You needed healing at that time. They needed healing at that time. So you recognized that and felt comfortable with the fact that this person gets me. Yes, they get you because they were mirroring probably the same thing that you needed to heal. over time, you started healing some things about yourself and they didn't. This started causing the disconnect. As you started healing, you started recognizing and seeing more clear, okay, their flaws, the things that they weren't working on, the things that they weren't healing. Those things started to irritate you, aggravate you, so you started bringing them up in conversations. Hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to work on this. Well, this not right, or when you do this, I don't like the way it makes me feel. Well, this person took offense to this. It's how dare you point out to them what they need to work on with themselves, and it started to even cause some envy because remember, in the beginning, you guys were on the same page. You resonated with this, okay? Now you're outgrowing them. You think this person doesn't see this, but they do. They see your elevation. They see your transformation. They see your change. Some of you probably even started speaking different, talking different, wanting to do different things, not really be in the same areas, not do the same things you wanted to do before. So this person probably started spending less and less time with you because now they're resonating with people, 606, when I say this, that they now can trauma bond with because they did not do the work, they did not do the healing. So now they need people that are like them. This is no longer you, but yet you're still holding out. You're still feeding, waiting for that change, for that growth. So my question to you is, how long are you planning on waiting? Divine has separated you. He put you in another corner. He's elevating you. Why are you still feeding energy to this? Some of you, it's been months. Some of you, it's been years. When are you, if you're waiting for closure, you don't need them to give you closure. You'll get closure once you accept that the answer is no. This is not your person. Yes, there is a person for you. A person that does not require this healing. A person that does not require this growth. A person who can communicate, who can love, who can trust. Stop holding on to something that you need to let go of. So let's look in this right now and see, what is it about this person that you're holding on to? What went wrong? Why can't you let it go? Sometimes people need more than just to hear things. Sometimes people need to see things. So maybe with the cards today, you can see the dysfunction in what the relationship was, if this resonates with you. Maybe seeing it can maybe help you to know, I need to let this go. I need to release it. It's not going to be what I think. And then I can't say it would never be, because a person has free will. They can always change. A person can wake up one day and say, I'm tired of this life that I'm living. I'm tired of not being happy. I'm tired of having losses. I'm tired of getting my heart broken. I'm tired of disappointment. I'm tired of consequences. I want to grow up. I want to elevate. And they very can do the work. But it's no point in you waiting. And you never should sit and wait for anybody. And if this person is meant to be in your life, and if they change, and if they do the work, and if they will come back around, and you will happen to meet them by faith anywhere, at a store, at a gas light, at a gas station, at a red light, you'll bump into them. If your paths are meant to cross again, you don't have to sit and wait and hope space for them. Okay? So just know that. So let's look into why? Spirit guides, why? What happened? What happened in the past when you passed across? When a paths cross with my collective inner person, you appreciate each other. They saw your beauty. You saw the beauty in them. You guys did, just like I said, went through some heartbreak. You both experienced some heartbreak. Take the handkerchief. You both experienced heartbreak. You both saw beauty in one another. You both were attracted to each other, but as well as you're attracted to each other, you were entangled in the mess in the back. Your past traumas, your limited mind beliefs, the heartaches, the betrayals you've been through. This is the 15. This represents the devil. This represents temptation, bondage, self-destructive patterns, envy. Just like I said before I even pulled a card. Just like I said. Okay? This was a trauma bond relationship. You were comfortable. You saw, you guys projected to each other the things you needed to heal, the negative mindsets, the limiting beliefs. There was definitely attraction. There was sexual attraction, chemistry, intensity between you two. You were meant to meet. Your paths were meant to cross. You were meant to mirror to each other what you needed to fix. You both needed to heal with one another and grow, heal together. But you didn't heal together. One grew, one did not. You both came from hurtful situations. You both have been hurt in the past. You both needed to let it go. But yet you stood there. At that time, you weren't letting go. You were allowing yourselves to stay in this negative environment. In this bush, this sticky, you're allowing yourself to still sit there in the weeds, entangled in the mess. You appreciate each other. I feel like you still appreciate each other, even though envy came in again. See, this past love, they were hurt. This person was hurt in the past, and they hurt you. There was a lot of lust. This was a lustful situation. They wanted to offer their heart to you. They now want to come in and offer their heart to you. But this person was scarred, brokenhearted. They had baggage. This is a 45. Goes to a 9. This is somebody who now wants to come and say, I want to offer you some love. But they come with their shirt open. So they want to offer you lust. Because they're still heartbroken. They're still carrying the scars. They still are unhealed. Okay? This is who you're holding on to. You're holding on to someone that's still holding on to that past pain. Understand that. There's still no healing there. What else? You have fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. This is not a balanced relationship. You need a balanced relationship. You need somebody who's going to give their heart, that's going to be pure at heart, allow love in, allow love out, okay? Raphael is a healer of God. This is someone you call on when you need healing spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, someone who's there to help you repair. This person needs to repair their heart. He is Archangel Raphael assist in healing physical and mental ailments. Your person could have a mental problem. Okay, they could be bipolar, ADHD, schizophrenic. It's many things. So ask me, name. I'm not a mental doctor. Okay, but your person could be dealing with some type of mental disorder that they could have from childhood or that they obtained. Okay, your person very well could be a narcissist as well. All right, but this person, or they could suffer with just, oh my gosh, what's the word I was going to say? It'll come to me in a minute. It's not in the forefront of my mind right now. But in any case, your person needs to be able to balance their heart, heal their heart. I'm telling you, this person's still holding on from scars from previous heartaches, from breakups. Your person could have been married, wife cheated, or they cheated, or didn't have to be a wife, could have been a girlfriend, cheated, baby mama cheated, had a baby from somewhere else. Something happened. There's a deep scar, and it's old. So this is somebody that they've known for a long time, spent years with, probably known from childhood. They're not letting go, okay? This right here, they need to heal. So if this person comes back to you, this is a 38. This goes to an 11. All right. So this is an 11 does talk about, justice, fairness, balance, karmic consequences. This person is dealing with some karma right now because this person has not healed. This person has not grown. They have not done the work. Okay. They do want to come back towards you. They did appreciate you. They do see that you have elevated, you have transformed, you have moved up. They're looking at you as some type of mentor. They're as somebody who's having wisdom, as being intuitive, as being a teacher in some sense, a spiritual teacher in some sense. They may be learning from you in some type of way. You may have a platform like myself. You may be teaching them something. They may be getting tarot readings. They may be reading up on spirituality. They may be reading up on twin flames. Okay, this is a 47. this goes to another 11. So right now you have an 11. This is a twin flame connection, okay? So they're learning from you. You mirror back to them what they needed to heal. They need to heal. You did the work, they did not. If they do the work, it's possible that they could come back around if they elevate, if they evolve, okay? This person is in their third chakra. We have the third chakra here with Archangel Shamil. This third chakra talks about the solar plexus. This is their self-esteem, their transformation, their source of power, the self-esteem. This is their ego, their pride. This person was in their ego and pride, okay? When the solar plexus is blocked, it is to somebody who's helpless. They have the need to have excessive control. They have low self-esteem, jealousy. Remember, I already told you with the appreciation, this person is show envy. I told you before I even pull cards, this person show envy that you were growing, envy that you were changing, you were beginning to call out things that they needed to work on, that they need to heal. They didn't like that. They saw your growth. Okay. So this person has a lot of envy right now because you have healed, you have changed, you have transformed, you have elevated, and you have moved on past them. They're no longer on your level. They still need to heal. They're still dealing with consequences of them not healing, heartache, loss, okay? They're dealing with conflict, inner conflict, outer conflict in their life. They don't have balance in their relationships, okay? They're not at peace. They don't feel loved. This person has too much pride and ego to come to you and tell you what they're experiencing, to tell you how they feel, okay? You told this person you were going to leave. Some of you just left. But those of you that were saying stuff, when you were saying, hey, like when you say just do this person didn't resonate with you. This person didn't empathize with you. This person didn't sympathize with you and say, you know what, I'm sorry I made you feel this way. That was not my intention. I'm going to work in it, make things better. I apologize. This is not what this person did. This person was in their ego. They were in their pride. They more or less left it like, well, you too sensitive. Oh, well, that's your problem. Well, you read it that way. I didn't mean it that way. They said sarcastic things or laughed or, oh, I'll call you later, or, just avoided what you had to say altogether. Just did not make you feel heard or validated or, resonate with your emotions, or even gave a damn about your emotions, okay? Because there's so much in their pride and in their ego. So stop feeding this energy. This is this person, all right? This is a 37. So 37 goes to a 10. This cycle with this person is over. It's over now. So it's time for you to let it go. Like I said, some of you are holding on to relationships that ended months ago or years ago, and you're still holding on. You have not done that final release. You have not let it go. You're still thinking one day they're going to change. So I'm going to hold the space for them, because if they change, I want them to be able to come back. I will maybe date every now and then, go out for a cocktail or a movie or talk to somebody on the phone, but I won't open my heart up to somebody and let them take space in my heart, because my person might get it together and they may come back. You need to find the strength. You need to find the strength to cut the cord, to let it go, to change. Your angels are here. They're here to help you heal. They're here to give you that courage. They're here to give you that strength. Some of you might have been dealing with a Leo. Leos represent lions, okay? If you're not, then you need to embody the Leo. A Leo has a lot of pride. A Leo is a person that's not a follower, but a leader. Okay, something could happen in Leo season next year. Something could have happened in Leo season of this year. But fives represent change, conflict, okay, rebuilding. You guys need to rebuild yourself, all right? Fives also talk about overcoming challenges, all right, and victory. You guys are victorious. You will be victorious. You just have to release. All right, Kitty. You just have to release this. All right. Stop locking your heart up. I told you before this card came out. I say some of you are saying, yeah, let it go. I'm meeting people. I'm going out from time to time. I'm giving out my number. I'm looking at people on Facebook. I'm liking their pictures. If someone speaks, I'm speaking. That's what you're doing. But you're holding the heart space for that past love. Stop it. Stop it. Release it. You see that key still hanging up? You're holding the key. You're not allowing. You have all these people out here wanting to offer you love. You have so much potential for love. So many people wanting to love you the right way, treat you how you deserve to be treated. You're still holding it, locking it, thinking your person's going to change, your person's going to come back. You're thinking that some way, somehow, your person eventually is going to deserve you. Or even if your person does not eventually deserve you, you're still feeling and thinking, well, maybe if they change some, I'll be willing to tolerate the little the change that they do, and I can work with that. No. No. Don't minimize yourself. Don't dim your light. Don't come down off your pedestal because they can't come up to meet you. Just let it go. Understand and accept that right now God said, no, this is not the one. This is not the time. Move on. So 33. That's master number. 3 talk about divine completeness. Holy Trinity. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Talks about growth, relationships, initial success. All right. Abundance, nurturing, fertility, creativity, new beginnings. Get ready for your new beginning. You're going to have a new beginning in love if you let go. It's amplified. It is amplified. It's a master number. You have romance coming from the universe, which is amplified, real love, self-love, love from others, spiritual love. Once you let go, see, a real opportunity is waiting for you. You're letting the past person distract you. If you go to this past person, which is a no, which is why you're separated, it will bring you down. It will bring you consequences. It will bring you heartache. It will bring you regret. This person's not doing the work, but this person will distract you from what you have promised to you. Your abundance, your greatness, your love, everything that you want is here. Do not let this past person distract you. Do not let them stand in your way. Do not let them block you from your success. This is 24. 24 is a 6. That is a lover. Your past lover, this man right here, unhealed, still with past hurt, still holding on, only wanting to come in and offer you lust, no real love, will try to block you from all this love that you have coming your way, that you're locking your heart up to save space for him. Okay, do not allow that to happen. Do not. Why, spirit guys? What is going on? What? This guy's polar opposite of you. This was your twin flame, yin yang. It was your twin flame. So you guys did balance each other out. All right, you were meant to grow together. Again, you did not grow. Okay, you did not grow. You guys could have had different nationalities, different race, different cultures, different mindsets. Definitely, you could have had different backgrounds, financial backgrounds. One could have grown up from humble beginnings, one not. One could have been more blessed. One could have been more spiritual. One could have not. One could have been more religious. One could have just not had a religion at all. One could have been outgoing. One could have been an introvert. One could have been more, book smart. One could have been more street smart. One could have been corporate. One could have been in the streets, different, whatever. You balance each other out. You guys were so different. You balance each other out. And it was an attraction as well, like a magnet. Two of you were definitely attracted to each other, although you were very different and opposite of one another, okay? It's a 22, another master number. 2s talk about partnerships, balance, duality, healthy choices, okay? Connection, planning. But it also can talk about juggling. This person juggled you, okay? They did. Hold up, kitty. You had to leave. This person did not see that you were the star. Again, you were the spiritual. You were in high vibration. This person was in low vibration. All right? You realize that this person was, again, because 2s can talk about juggling, you realize this person was juggling you. All right? Even though this was your opposite, again, your twin flame, your opposites here, your yin, your yang, your opposites. One was in yin, one was in yang. You realize, hey, I'm changing, I'm growing, I want to get to the other side, I want to go out to the universe, this wide open field where The world is mine. I have much potential, a lot of potential for growth, for abundance. This person like, no, I want to stay right over here in this small area where I'm comfortable. Yes, it's weeds. Yes, it's not much. It's not open land. It's small, but I'm used to it. I'm comfortable here. I have friends here. I built things here. I know what's here. I don't know what's out there. I don't want to go out there to the unknown. I'm not ready for that. I fear the unknown. They wanted you, so they want to stay close to you. But you see, they're not chasing. They're not going. They're not following. They're just watching you leave. And you're galloping. You're like, nope, gotta go. I do have to go right now. And you're leaving. And they're like, okay, I told you that pride and ego. Okay, I'll watch you go. I'm not going to hold you back. I'm going to let you go. But I'm not gonna run behind you. That pride and ego. I'm not gonna stop you. That's that pride and ego. They didn't. You took action. They did not. Okay. 17. You are the star. All right. And you're now offering this person hope, inspiration. You're their miracle. They have faith. You are their spiritual guidance. Okay. You were guiding them. All right. So what's going on with this person now? Like what what games were they playing with my collective that the divine had to step in and separate them? What were they doing that the divine had to step in and separate and put this to a halt? What happened? Well, they were out here desiring people, having sexual thoughts, lusting, going behind other people, which I told you I felt that. This person's very lustful. To sit on here with this open shirt, and how they gonna come out here to me? I want to offer you love, the shirt all open. Then they want to give you some love, all right? They were being in toxic environments, taking bad advice from other people, smoking, drinking, being with low vibrational people, have people emotionally leeching off of them and not even recognizing people were using them, taking advantage of them, getting into karmic relationships, allowing themselves to be used, using others on some situations, popping pills, snorting, smoking, doing drugs, mingling, hooking up with other people, sitting out at the bars at night, going to a little hole in the walls, some playing cards, some shooting dice, just shooting crap, sitting up all night. Some of them unemployed, losing finances, okay, they're broke, debt written on hard times, living behind their means, probably try to pretend like they had something that they didn't have. They probably told you that they had money that they really didn't have. They probably were depending on someone else, or they probably did have a little bit of money at the time, but because they were so busy doing all these other things in this toxic environment, taking on so many other options, they've spent that out trying to impress others. All right, some of them were probably living paycheck to paycheck, having to do penny jobs in between to meet bills because they were trying to do too much at one time, but they didn't want you to know that because they wanted you to see them in a certain light, probably because you were financially okay, and they didn't want them to come across like they were needy or did not have, because then you may lose interest in them, is probably what they thought in their little negative mindset. They probably thought that you were only attracted by money and not realizing there's a spiritual connection. This person is very secretive. They were very sneaky, dishonest, mysterious, hiding information from you, covering things up, spying on you, watching you though, keeping up with you, keeping up with your money, keeping up with your pockets, actually being secretive and trying to figure out how they can get money from you, okay? How they can use you, how they can connect themselves to you to be taken care of by you. Planning, how can I get in there so that I can live in that house, so that I can get her to share what she has with me. This person probably could have said, yeah, could have mentioned from time to time they had a bill that was due or they needed something, just to see if you was going to offer up to pay or get, oh yeah, hey, you want to have lunch? And then if you say, yeah, oh, okay, well, stop and get this, and I'm going to pay you when you get here, and you get the lunch, and then I'll pay you when you get there. Oh, hey, grab this for me, and I'll give it to you when you get here. You grab it for them, and they don't give it to you when you get there. Those kind of deals, because they didn't have the money, but they wanted it, and this is how they got you to give it to them, okay? Or, what you cooking tonight? They were hungry and had nothing to eat, and they want to know what you cooking tonight. Oh, that sounds good, because they want you to offer them a plate, or say, can they have a plate? This kind of deals, this kind of people. You're probably dealing with an avoidance, all right? somebody who was ghosting you, that was always in hiding, that was conflicted about what they want to do, how they're going to do it, or if they wanted you or not wanted you. Sometimes they act like they come in, they love bomb you, and then the next minute they act like they don't want to be bothered by you. They kept you in your headspace. Like, what does this person want? They want me or they not? Did I say something? Did I do something? It was never you. It was them. Okay. This person now is feeling guilty. This person now is doing some introspection because you've moved on. You're moving on, but even though you cut the cord, so to speak, and even though you separated, not by your choice, but by divine choice, and even though you're not contacting them, probably because you really can't, or they can't, you're holding heart space for them, okay? And that's what I'm saying. You have to let go of the heart space. What else did this person do that divine had to intercede in this? All right. This person's now looking within. You received the inner knowing. All right. You started looking within. Divine started giving you signs, clues. You finally started looking within. You started seeing things more clearly. You started becoming self aware. You started being honest with yourself and saying, you know what, I deserve better. You know what, this is BS. This person is saying, I'm telling them that I'm seeing a pattern in this person. I'm recognizing this person's lying. I'm recognizing this person's cheating. I'm recognizing things aren't adding up with this person, okay? This person say they're coming, they don't come. I already know now that if this person say, hey, I'll be there later, I don't even look for them to come. I go ahead, take my bath, put my night clothes, and get in my bed, but tie my hair up or whatever I do because I know this nigga not coming. I'm sorry, you guys, to say that. I know this man not coming. You know, like you already know what you know. You started getting the inner knowing. You knew it was a game. You knew I'm not even going to call this person after 7 o'clock because he ain't going to answer the phone. He ain't going to answer the phone because he laid up with somebody. But tomorrow, you know, if you talk to him, you know, and if you said, oh, I started to cry last night, he going to say, why you didn't call? You know why you ain't called. And you knew he wouldn't answer if he would have called. And if he would have called, he wouldn't have answered. And he would have told you he was asleep. Or he would have said his phone was dead. It was charging. Oh, my phone acting up. Oh, I ain't get the call. Oh, I was busy. Or something. Oh, I was drunk. I was high. It would have been something. Okay? But you know what he was doing. He was having Netflix and chill with somebody else. That's exactly what he was doing. Okay? He was sneaking around and doing his friends with benefits, spending time with someone else, lying about his whereabouts, you know, having drinks, laying up, enjoying a moment with somebody else that he was desiring. Okay? Because you were growing, you were evolving, and you weren't that toxic bond, that familiar for him anymore. Okay? And what you now need is a real reunion. So that's why I'm telling you, you need real love. You need someone who's gonna be good for you. You need pure joy. You need a real soulmate connection. So you need to let go. Stop looking for closure from somebody and realize the closure is in you accepting that this person's not right for you. Know that you need to open up your heart space to let another love come in and stop holding space for somebody that's not right for you, at least not now, not at this time, okay? Why else did divine have to separate these two? Why did divine have to separate these two? Because you needed to know the truth. They needed you to be clear. They needed you to see clearly on what the games this person was playing. They wanted you to have a clear mind. They wanted you to have a clear heart. They wanted you to have insight. They wanted you to tap back in, get back in alignment with the universe, get back in alignment with God. While you weren't able to manifest when you had this person, you weren't able to connect like you used to. You weren't able to have that intuition like you used to. You weren't able to be creative. You were so distracted with this person and this negativity and this low vibration that they had. When you let this person go, you'll know. Did you feel lighter? Were you feel more creative? Were good things coming to you? Were opportunities becoming available to you? Did you feel a sigh of peace? Was there weight lifted off of you? If you answered yes to anything that I said, then you know you needed to let this person go. This person was sabotaging you. All right? You felt like you were in hell. You felt like you were walking on flames. You felt like you had to be cautious on what you said or how you approached this person, because you didn't want to set them off, because there'd be some retaliation. Either they're going to say something slick, say something smart, or either they're going to go into, well, I'm not going to talk to you for a couple of days, or I'm not going to respond to you. So even when you want to bring things to their attention, you'd be like, you know what, this is not worth it, because if I bring what they're doing or saying to their attention and tell them I don't like it, they're going to respond negatively. They're going to either stop texting. They're going to say I'm always starting something, and why I can't have peace. I'm disrupting their peace, or they're just going to say something. There's always something with you, But this person really self-sabotaged this relationship. They brought this relationship in flames, and this person just pushed you to your breaking point by all the games that they're playing. A tower moment had to come in. Divine had to come in to intervene. Divine had to set this on fire to break it up, to put you guys in your two corners after they gave you clarity, okay? You thought this was safe love. It was not, all right? It was not safe love. There was no trust. There was no security. This was not home. It felt safe to you. It felt comfortable to you. That was the problem. You weren't realizing that this person was childish. You weren't seeing that. You weren't seeing that this person was immature. You weren't seeing this person's insecurities. You weren't seeing their verbal conflicts. You weren't seeing this person's victim mentality, okay? You weren't seeing that this person was not growing up. You weren't seeing that this person was just holding on to you, all right? And that's it. To take advantage of you, to use you. You weren't seeing that, all right? This person was trying to heal through your love, but they weren't growing. This person needs to recover, all right? You need to recover. You need to heal through self-love, all right? You need to feel safe again. You need to be able to feel safe again. You need to move on from this person. See things as they are. Review, introspect, review your relationship with them. Review how you felt then and how you feel now that you are at a distance from them. All right, are you calmer? Are you happier? Do you feel a bit more relaxed? Is there less tension? Is there less stress? All right, what's going on with this person now that they're not in contact with them? Let me move these. I got room. What's going on with this person now that they're not in contact with my collective? They're throwing things out of they're for the trash. They're getting rid of people that no longer belong in their life because they're getting fed up with some of the people, some of the things. They may be even throwing out some things of yours that you've given to them with throwaway. They may have some items of yours that if it's recent, or even it doesn't even have to be recent, but if you bought them things, gave them things, little knickknacks, and they're just pissed that you're no longer talking to them, that you're not in their life. So they might be throwing out and tossing out things that you've given to them that remind them of you. It's possible that they're deleting your photographs from their phone, okay? Deleting you from their contacts, deleting old messages because they're tired of rereading them and feeling some type of way because it's ticking them off because they're not able to contact you and you're gone, all right? This person may be getting rooms, hooking up with other people, all right? Pleasuring up, sleeping around, having hookups with third parties still. The same thing they were doing when they were with you, all right? This person could have got kicked out their home and had to get a room. This person may be looking for a place to live. All right, this person may be getting caught cheating. They may be with someone else and getting caught cheating while they're with somebody else. They're still repeating the same cycle. Someone found evidence that they're cheating on them. The third party they went to. They could have gotten somebody pregnant. Somebody could have found evidence that they got somebody pregnant, or they're unsure if someone else is pregnant. This person could have got somebody pregnant while they were with you, or even outside of you. Don't even have to be with you because you guys are in no contact. They could have gone back to a situation or gotten to a third party and they've been cheating on a third party, or that third party could be pregnant and they're unsure if this is their child, okay? If the third party is pregnant from them, someone may possibly be expecting a child, and the person expecting a child could have already had a child, or they could be expecting a child with somebody that they had a child with, or they're just trying to have a new beginning, a new family situation with somebody who's pregnant from them, okay? So this person could very well be in another relationship with somebody who's carrying their child, all right, or unsure, but they may have some legal trouble coming their way. The legal trouble could be that this person that had a child that they were expecting to have this beginning with is putting them on child support, or this legal trouble could be that they're getting a DNA paternity test, or they found out that this child is not theirs, or they got caught cheating and it's causing some type of external conflict in their life. What is this legal trouble? Clarify this, please, for me. Or spirit guides is warning you or giving you this alert to tell you that your person has a baby or had a baby on you. Okay. But somebody is investigating the situation. Investigation is clarifying. Police are investigating your person. Let me get something else. Fulfilling a fantasy, falling apart, bank failure. Okay, destroyed. All right, so I'm going to read this two ways, but my clarification here. So either spirit guides are warning you that your person is spying on you, all right, to see what you have going on, all right. Looking to see what you know, how you know what you have going on, or if you know that they had a child with someone else, or, all right, spirit, because we do have open skies here, tomorrow, like a tower, an alert, and the police. So this authority could actually be the universe. So the universe could be bringing karma on this person who was out here looking around, looking at other options, fulfilling fantasies, getting someone pregnant, okay, starting a new family, finding out that this child is not there. They find out this child is not theirs. Now they're at a loss. They feel empty because now they have no one. They don't have this person that they left you for. They're losing money, losing their mind, losing their houses. They probably moved in with this person. Now their life is falling apart, okay, falling into pieces. They destroyed their relationship with you. They destroyed their image. They feel effed up. They're broken inside, depressed, all right. They destroyed whatever future they could have had with you. People are starting to know because it's becoming public knowledge, because it's been expressed, all right. It's been revealed that this person left you to go towards a situation to somebody that ended up getting pregnant and having a baby from somebody else, all right. They messed up their home life. They lost money because they invested in this situation. They know that this has now become public knowledge. People are talking about how this person is sad, depressed, losing their mind, all right. This person feel aggravated. This other person's aggravating them, all right. They're going to come in and possibly aggravate you because they want to start over with you, or this person is just acting out and putting on the show, causing a scene out in the public, all right, because this person has left them because they got pregnant from somebody else and they want to continue to hold on to them, okay, because they like the limelight, because they have a mental problem, because they are the one that's unstable. They could be with the unstable person that just won't leave them alone, that just don't want to accept that this person wants to leave them because they found out that they've been hooking up and they've been the one getting the room. And see, your person was one doing you wrong, cheating up and having third parties and hooked up with somebody that cheated on them and betrayed them. And now your person wants back. I don't hate nothing about you. I know you left me because of what I did to you. I know you left me because I betrayed you. I know why you left me, okay? I was mad at you for leaving me, but I really don't hate nothing about you. You had every right to leave me. What I did was wrong. I see clearly now because I've been looking within, and now the same thing that I did to you happened to me, and this is the universe way of paying me back by making me feel what you felt, by me experiencing what you experienced, okay? But somebody don't really want you to know everything that happened. The third party is trying to burn evidence that they were cheating. Your person is trying to burn evidence. They don't want the whole story to come out, everything about them, burning these sheets, burning these pages. Somebody does not want their story revealed to the public. They don't want somebody to know what all went on in the background. They don't want people to know how toxic their life really is, all right? With this toxic, these fumes, this perfume, somebody does not want their life is going up in flames. And the smoke, where's there smoke, there's fire, okay? In here, look, smoke and fire, all right? Somebody could have been a fire sign. Somebody could have been an air sign. An air sign, you could be air sign, they could be fire sign, vice versa, or that person could be air sign and a fire sign. Somebody, either way, the situation is over between you guys. So you gotta let this go. This heartbreak, this person that played with your heart, it's game over. They hurt you. They end up getting hurt. Karma came back on them. Now they know what it feels like. That's why they can relate to you. But you're still holding space. And see, like I said, where there's fire, there's smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. See, the shit's about to explode. Everything's about to pop off in this person's life, all right? It's about to pop off in flames. And they can't stop it. They can't control it. It's going to be revealed. You're going to find out about it. Spirit moved you out of their life for a reason, all right? This person has lessons to learn. There's lessons for them to learn. What are some of the cosmic insights for this person? This is getting pretty lengthy, though. Your person was a narcissist. They were full of themselves. They only thought about themselves. They want to come in and confess something to you. Someone has something to tell you. If not them, maybe third party. If not third party, somebody mutual that you guys know want to tell you about something going on in this person's life. All right, you're being cautious. This person may have health problems. It's more information that you need to find out about this person. You're being cautious not to go back towards this person because everything is not clear. All right, somebody could have been married. You might find out somebody was married or got engaged to somebody or tried to start a family again with somebody. This person could have proposed to the person that they thought that was pregnant and was actually going to start a family with them. They could have been married to a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, that's what it could have been. That's what they could have started a family with or went back and had a new beginning with. All right, that you're going to find out about it. Or that could be the person who coming in and communicate to you. That could be a third party or someone who communicates something to you. Somebody wants you to forgive them. They want to know if they can work it out with you. They miss the intimacy that you guys shared. They still have a lot of sexual chemistry to you. They are pleasuring themselves to you. That was already out here. They want to take you out on a date, maybe show you a good time, try to, rekindle with you. You may be an air sign. They may be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, but let's see what the spirit guides have to say. But honestly, you guys need to stop holding space. You need to stop holding space for this person. Let it go. If they're meant to come back around, they will, okay? If you let it go, you'll have success. Success is waiting for you. Success in love, success in business, success in money. But you have to let it go. There's something better for you out there. Not this person. This person is a no on this person, okay? This person needs to heal. This person needs to sit with their karma. This person did wrong. It was a trauma bond. They didn't work out with you. You need to choose a new direction. That's what I'm telling you. Choose a new direction. Take action in your life. Go for what you want. Go for what you know you deserve. Go for, what spirit has waiting for you. Go towards something that's going to bring you peace, happiness, that's going to be equal give and take. Stop holding space for somebody that's not deserving. Go for what's deserving and release what's not deserving. Take action towards the opportunity that's waiting for you that you can manifest true love, true gold, all right? Universal opportunities for you, all right? Your health should be improving right now. Some of you, if you had any health concerns, there are healthy people around you that's willing to help you to manifest whatever it is that you want. There's no need for you to worry about anything. If you had a question on your mind about, should I buy this? Should I get this? Should I go here? Should I choose this? That answer is yes. Yes, you should. All right. Spirit guides hear you. They know you've been worrying about it. You've been meditating, trying to find the answer. Here's the answer to what you're meditating for. Yes. Okay. Yes, you should do it. All right. Listen to your intuition. Just listen to your intuition. They are guiding you towards the right answers at this moment. I'm going to get you a motivational message and then we're going to wrap this up. This is too lengthy. Past love, did appreciate you, did see you. They're lustful. They see you elevating. They're drawing towards you. You need to let this go, though, okay? Let it go. They're destroying their own life because they didn't want to change. They didn't want to grow. All right? They're experiencing their karma's come back on them. How they treated you is how they're getting treated. All right? Motivational message that came out for you. Doing our best. We are doing our best with the understanding and awareness we have in this moment. Any decisions I take is okay. No matter the outcome, I make the best of any situation and learn as I go along. Make the best of the situation. It was a bad situation. You learned the lessons. Make the best of it, okay? Personal journey is the next one. I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. Exactly. Everyone has their own journey. So what works for somebody else does not always work for the other. You don't have to carry your baggage. You don't have to mirror somebody else. So if healing for you it looks one way, that's your healing. If healing for someone else looks another way, if someone needs to talk and vent, then that's their healing. If someone wants to be quiet and journal, that's their healing. Whatever you do, but just heal. Just do your healing journal, okay? And loving friends. I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. My friends raise me up and hold me to the best that I can be. I am loved unconditionally and supported through my journey. I release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. Release these people. Release this person that you're holding on to, that you're saving that heart space to. And it's funny. It says loving friends. And what did the angels say? Helpful people are around you. Helpful people are around you. Loving friends. Okay, confirmation. This is my reading. I hope you liked. If it resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe, and hit notification bells to alert you to when I put my readings out. Okay, sending you love and blessings. Thank you.